Well, what up? What up? What up?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yeah.
What up? What up? What up?
Double headphones in the building.
Woohoo!
Silly.
P double headphones.
Yo, that was We Stole the Show right there.
Yo, that
was
song
called
is
Omar's
amazing.
Revenge. Yeah, we had to share that and make sure that you guys were able to keep that. So that's what I'm vibing to this week. That was a track that I heard that I was just like, yo, that's one of the joints that's really, really dope. By we had him on the show actually. So check it out a few episodes. 19?
No. It was 28. 27?
Yeah, 20, something like 27, 28, read it like a couple episodes ago.
But yeah, it was super dope.
So shout out
big shout out to
Grand Fee and Source Academy Kid.
And Source Academy Kid, man. That's called We Stole the Show. And that song was called Omar's Revenge. That's on YouTube. I saw the link on the Instagram today, so I wanted to shout him out and play that joint for him today. So if somebody want to tag him or to let him know that we show love to it. This week, what we're doing is something a little bit different. So we didn't do a challenge, a typical 3 Beats Later challenge. What we did was actually get so Piso has a brand of, Piso and his wife has a brand of shea butter and whipped creams. Whipped creams. So whipped butters. And we did commercial music for their sounds this week. So we did score for their commercial this week. So each of us took one of the commercials. And we're going to present you the beats that we did for each commercial. So it's 4 different commercials. So you're going to get 4 beats today. So you're getting a bonus beat today. So awesome. P, if you want to tell a little bit about the shea butter line, and then we can jump right into the challenge if we don't have any announcements this week.
Well, thank you for that intro, E. Yes. No. So my wife and I do have a shea. We call it whipped shea frosting. Prefer not to use shea butter. It's a luxury skincare line, and the name of it is Ya Natural. So you can check us out, YAA natural.com. We are also on Instagram and TikTok. So we provide luxury skincare imported directly from Africa. We also support Until.org, which is a charitable organization that is trying to get a cure for HIV. So some of the proceeds to our sales go to them as well. So you can definitely find out more information, like I said, at yaaa.com. You can check out our products. We have a few different whipped shea frosting in a couple different sizes and fragrances. And we also have an unscented version. And I think the product speaks for itself. The people who use it seem to really enjoy it. We have a lot of reviews, both on our website and on our social media pages, so you can get some feedback about the products we sell. In addition to our whipped shea frosting, we also have some African jewelry and some other items that were actually created by Africans. So the money goes back to the villages, and it's a great way for you to not only experience the luxury skincare, but give back a little to the empowerment of these communities. So
I have a quick question for you. I saw this super dope red circle on the top of some of those at the top. If you can go up to the top, Vanna. What are those circles? What are those red circles on the top? What does that mean?
That means that we price our products at a very affordable price. I can tell you when I say that our shea is imported, it's the real stuff. There's a lot of shea out there that's not really legit. It's a pretty popular product. But we have we import ours directly. So we kind of have a very quality product. And those red circles, as you mentioned, is us showing you that have discounted our product to make it an affordable price. And also a little bit goes a long way. So it will last you a long time. So
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
No, certainly.
So this week is all about Yaya, man.
Shout out my partner.
Yes.
Shout out my partner, Nicole. She definitely is really instrumental in making this entire production happen. So let's talk about the challenge. So the challenge, and the reason that we have this long infomercial on TV is we are producing a few commercials. They're actually going to be Instagram spots. And before I even move on, I need to shout out the people involved. Shout out Legacy Vibes. Shout out Nat. Shout out KB. Shout out Tade. Shout out everybody who helped us out with these commercials. We are extremely grateful for all the hard work that you guys did. So it's not forgotten, and we're going to try to elevate it and get these things out. So thank you to the whole team. But before we even move forward with that, we have to produce some music. So we shot 4 different commercials. They're meant to be social media spots, and they kind of reflect and exhibit different aspects of the product and the way the product can be used and how the product, can be implemented in your daily life and your daily routine. So I think these commercials kind of do a really great job at capturing that. So obviously with a visual, you have to have audio. So we obviously want to put some music behind it. And since that I'm a producer and I have a bunch of really dope producer friends, I handcuffed them to their beat machines and held a gun to their head and said, hey, listen, you got to make a beat for my commercial because everything has to, eventually serve me. So this is the way supervillains work. And, my plan is executing in real time. So
I love it.
I got my buddies to make some beats for my commercials is the end of the spiel. And now we going to listen to them beats. You guys are also gonna get a preview of these commercials too, which is pretty cool. But it's all advertising as far as I'm concerned. So with that being said, I think we can just go ahead and do this thing. I also think that maybe because the commercials are so short, maybe we can run them twice. Everyone when you play just run it through twice, just because it's literally what about a 30-second.
Yeah,
spot.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
So you know, just to give people a good look at him, and yeah, and also, you know, these are not going to be in their final form. I'm not even sure if I have the just put it like this. The final commercials are probably going to be a lot different than what you see now.
Really?
But you know, you guys are going to get a peek behind the curtain of how this happens.
What are you doing? Just different editing changes or something like?
Yeah, there might be some editing changes.
Oh, okay. That's dope. Finalizing.
All right, well, let's knock this out, man. Who's going first?
Yo, is P still there? He like bounced. Where'd he go?
He dropped the mic, man. I was like, listen, y'all handle this, man. I did my part. I provided y'all with the videos.
My bad. Had a quick disconnection.
He's on the Starship Enterprise. Thought you got beat out.
The Wi-Fi sucks in space, don't it?
Y'all silly.
All right, so P, why don't you lead us off, man? Since
I was just about to say, I guess I should
All right.
Do it.
I should go first. I should go first. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me fix something real quick.
These videos are really nice, by the way, too.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah, they are.
Seriously.
Super dope.
He's getting beamed up right now. That's where he's going.
God.
Right.
Bleep, bleep.
Yeah, the GPS in that machine had to be official, son. Like, yo, there's no room for error. Like, you imagine being in Star Trek and you're like, there's like an issue with your location and they don't reroute you and you end up the wrong place.
Oh, Lord.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
That's how you meet the buttheads.
Yeah.
So, guys, here I go.
All right, commercial number 1. Here we go. Which one? What is this commercial about?
So
you had 4 different themes, right?
Yeah. So to give you the idea of this commercial, I guess I'll set it up. This one is actually my wife and I, which is kind of cool. Guys.
Nice.
To see us do some stuff. Ideally, we wanted to kind of set up like an Afrofuturistic kind of vibe, and I think that when you think of Afrofuturism as a concept, I think that it feels very in-house with, you know, the concept and the idea of our brand.
Yeah.
You know, taking what I guess started in Africa and bringing it to the future. So a lot of people might be like, what the heck is Afrofuturism? Afrofuturism is more like a philosophy, concept, an idea, a mythology, if you will, the idea of where African people or people of the African diaspora can eventually ascend to in terms of, you know, socially and economically and scientifically. It's a very wide collection of ideas, and I don't want to get too crazy deep into it right now. You guys can do your Googles, you know what I mean? Do your Googles.
Do your Googles.
Do your Googles. Make sure y'all do your Googles.
And find out what, and, you know, decide what Afrofuturism is. But this is kind of like an Afrofuturistic vibe. So yeah. You guys can see my screen, right? Am I sharing or am I not?
No,
I'm not sharing.
No.
Okay, sorry. All right. So
take us home, sir. Take us home, sir. Make it good.
All right, guys. So here we go.
I'll go next if you don't mind. Yeah, after you, since it's Ableton.
All right, wait, real quick. Are you guys playing out of Ableton, or did you guys bounce your video? Because I actually bounced mine out too.
I'm in Ableton.
You're going out of Ableton. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I just wanted to match what everyone else is on.
Okay.
All right, cool. Sorry. That's actually not the right music. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. right, so
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back.
We're gonna run it back one more time, and I'm gonna just let it rock for like half a minute. You know what I mean? After it, here we go again. One more time. One more again. Sorry. There's an audio that was missing.
Yo, that's her video, son. You're featured in that video. When that beat drop and she's doing that right there, mixing it up, yo, son. You're featured.
Yeah,
It's true.
The beat drops. It's like, yo, you and Miss Cleo house, son. It's a wrap. It's over.
I'm not sure why it loops like that. It's a weird glitch. I was on mute. I didn't realize I was on mute just now.
Oh, you was? I thought you was freestyling in the
back. So yeah, breaking down the drums right now. This has a lot of clav in it. It's kind of Afrobeat-esque. The only thing that's really kind of unique, I guess, let me see if I can see that. This kick that I have in here, I think it's this one. No, it's this one, I think. I just kind of repeated it here 4 times at the end, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a bump at the end. But nothing too crazy. So then let's go over to the bass. The bass. I just used this Bofner bass. I just, messed around with the EQ a little bit. Nothing too crazy. This is before I had that modal bass that E hooked me up with. By the way, E has hooked me up with a lot of ESCs over the past week. Thank you, E. Very simple, just a little bouncy bass. Nothing too crazy. And then the main melody, also just very simple. I really didn't go crazy with this one in terms of the energy or the sequencing. This was what did I use to play this? Like keys, yeah. I think with this idea, I just wanted to kind of pull into the scene. So when you see the actual scene, I try to almost match it with her movements, just to pull us deeper into the sequence. So yeah, that's about it. There you go, guys.
Quick question, P. Where you get that bass from again?
That bass that's factory bass.
That's factory bass?
Yeah, and I got lucky with that one because Ableton doesn't really have a lot of good factory sounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like I said, and I actually messed around with the resolution and stuff a lot until I got it to
Okay.
where I wanted. But honestly, I've noticed if you use this, let me see. I think it's what's the bass one? It's not the the EQ8 is really good for helping you
EQ8.
out. And the
Okay.
amp, I think the amp, let me see. Yeah, the amp is great
Okay.
because you can hit bass and make it sound crazy. Like if I put it on this one, let's see how it makes it sound. It's probably gonna sound crazy, too loud. But let's see. Turn it down a bit. I can make it, even darker.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, that amp is really good for if you need to take a factory bass and get it a little bit crazier.
Beef it up a little bit.
Yeah, beef it up. You could just use this basic amp right there. But all right, guys, that's it for me.
That's like it, man. I like it, man.
What about those drums though? Is that like a loop that you just chopped up, or where did those like hand drums come from?
So yeah, no, it was the clav, the clav. I just clave. I'm not exactly sure which drum sound bank I pulled these from. Oh, sorry, hold on.
Yeah, where did all those one shots come from? You don't know. You're just like, I
have a bunch of different drum sound banks. A lot of those are in the producer. I don't know if you've messed around with the producer playground drive. I think I might have gotten those from that. I don't know. I gotta chase it down for you, unless you and find out why you like the sound of it.
No. It sounds really good. That's all.
Yeah, no, they sounded really good. Yeah, that's why I just wanted to. It kind of worked for me for the vibe of the where the commercial was already going. So. But okay.
The stuff, man, that works, man. That whole thing. This is so crazy. This is our second time putting music to moving pictures, and it's like, it's so fun, man.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
It's weird. Like I was telling you, I think in some ways it's easier than like making like songs. In other ways, it's more difficult, challenging. It's
right.
It is an interesting exercise, but I definitely think if you can make beats, you could probably score. You just got to kind of approach it differently.
Yeah, definitely.
Just don't think artists think like you are the artist. The scene is the artist. Yeah. I think honestly, for me, I think scoring is a lot easier, but that's just my passion. Like for me, I'd rather score a song, score a film or a commercial than to work with an artist. Not saying I don't want to work with artists, but I feel like when you score a scene or a commercial, you have everything in that one space. Nothing changes. The artist isn't going to say, hey, I want to do this over. Hey, it's all on you. So you get to control the whole vibe. I think that's really why I like that, because it's already handed to you the way it's going to be. So you don't really have to be like, let me go up a pitch to match your changes. Yeah. So I love that freedom because I get to create and be, me in my zone. So speaking of my zone, I guess I'm going to go ahead and play my track for you guys this week. So again, big shout out to this project. Is super dope. I love it. I'm super excited. If everybody can mute up, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rock out with this drink and I'm gonna break it down afterwards. So yeah, let's get it going. No audio?
No audio.
No audio. Okay. One moment.
Look at that mirror, though. Damn.
Very nice.
Video now? I mean, audio now? Oh, that's why. 1 second.
Does anyone have a 9-foot mirror in their bedroom?
That's a Harry Potter mirror.
That's a what?
That's a Harry Potter mirror, dude. That mirror's for casting spells.
Absolutely. All right, so here we are. We're gonna share audio, and then we're gonna play it. That was bad. What was that? Hold up. Please pardon us while we experience technical difficulties. I'm going to play it again real quick and then I'll break it down. Okay, so I'm gonna break down this track real quick. First of all, this mirror, son, I need this mirror in my life. Okay, so wherever this was recorded at, filmed at, I need this mirror in my life. All right, so I got some spells I need to cast. I got some things I need to do in this mirror. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you guys
this is like
know casting spells and mirrors is notoriously like a bad thing.
It all depends on what you're trying to do with this spell.
That usually ends up bad.
No. You know what though? You know what? Those are only the people that told about them because they were mad about them. People who do it all the time and it works and it does it well, don't share those secrets. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this room is dope. This video is dope. Energy is dope. I like it. And I just wanted to go real sensual with it because it's a real personal vibe.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very sexy. Yes. Mixes together.
So I'm going to play really what I did here. Not a lot of elements because I wanted to keep it simple. So I'm just going to play the keys real quick. I use Contact for my keys this week. Normally I don't use Contact, but I did. I use hybrid keys. Contact. And they have a really, really dope
Notorious VST.
Notorious VST.
Big guns.
So
big
this
guns.
is I'm gonna just play that real quick. So this energy for this board is like really, really dope. So I love the way this keyboard plays. It just has that vibe you want to go for. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to sound like a piano, but you also don't want it to sound like it's electronic. So you just want to have some energy to it. So that was pretty much that. I had another layer of the piano, but I didn't actually solo that out and I didn't play it. But this is. So I just played that again. It's like a lo-fi. That was on Scalar too. And then I added the Moto Bass, obviously, because I use Moto Bass. Shout out Moto Bass. So here's the bass. So I kept it simple throughout the track. And then I only did two beat tracks. So I did one with just the light percussion and snare. And then just a kick, and that was it. And that for this beat, that was really it, man. I just wanted to keep it real simple, and just embody the moment of this, like as a person getting ready. So it's real, like you know, she's walking into this room, and in my mind, it's like she just got off the phone. Whatever's about to happen, she's either about to go somewhere, have company, or whatever, and she just walks into the room, and the energy starts. And so, in that moment, I just wanted like this sensuality to just start and begin, and can be controlled by her. So, that's really what I did this week. So, I'm gonna open it up to you guys for questions.
Nice, man. Very, very, very nice, Bo.
Dope.
Yeah, I wanted to display diversity with these, and I wanted every commercial to kind of go into its own zone. So you definitely took it to a different zone, which I really appreciate. So, love it a lot, bro. Great job. Thank you.
Yeah, super dope, bro. Super dope.
This is like perfect. You know what I mean? It like fits.
I appreciate
it. Do.
Yeah, I had to draw some dope inspiration on this, man. I had to really pull myself into like a space where I was like, yo, I really am like doing a commercial, but I don't want to do it like a commercial beat. Like I started out with a bunch of beats that had a lot of stuff in them, and I had to like strip them down. You know, this is the 5th one that I did. I have 5 other beats that I did. So, you know, one day you guys will hear those, but nobody else ever will.
Well, good job, man. This is sick.
Super dope, man. Super dope.
Let me go next.
Okay.
I got the different one. I got the one that has a different vibe. So here we go. One question though, can you see? Is this popped out? Can you see the video right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, that's sweet. You got the framed. Oh, okay. Wow.
So, let me just make sure. Sorry, and you can hear this. We good with that? All right.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna play the beat. I'm gonna play it twice because this is just 30 seconds. So here we go. And I'm gonna run it back. Is it loud or can you not hear it at all?
We can hear it.
You can hear it. It sound good.
Okay. One more time.
Sounds like Disney. I love it.
Here we go. So I had to get super commercial with this.
I like it. It's dope.
So here we go.
Oh wait, sorry.
It gives me a little flashback of my wife asking me to do my daughter's ponytails. It don't work like that. So I got to get some of that shea butter because the way he make it look in the commercial, bro. I need that action.
So let me break it down really quick. So I try to go with, it had a kid theme. So I was like, let me pull all the cliche sounding kids music stuff. So that was like the toy piano and like the vibraphone. So I wanted it to be inspired by that. So I took out a vibraphone and did this whole beat in 3/4. So that's the main thing you hear. I'll turn it up.
Nice.
I just got a error. Sorry about that.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What made you do it in 3/4?
Because
how would you know that would elicit like a more whimsical, childlike feeling? Is that what happens when you do 3/4?
Yeah, there's kind of like a 3/4 feel. Kind of has this like a waltz is like kind of like a traditional like thing. And if you think of like, if you throw some like a toy piano or a vibraphone or a xylophone or something, and you play in a 3/4, it's gonna feel, whimsical is a good term, right? So kind of like old school, like quasi regal sounding, like dong dang dang dong dang dang. And I think a lot of kids music kind of plays with 3/4 too. So I just knew, let's do 3/4. So that was the base of it, just 4-chord change right there. And then I built some droning sounding stuff on. So that was the guitar, actually some violin strings. So together, I'll turn them up a little bit too, so you hear. So the guitar is playing, it's just like, it has a little bit of delay, but the key to giving it like a feeling of movement is throwing some tremolo on there. So I put some tremolo in, and the depth shows like how much tremolo will dip in sound. So it's about like 69%, and I had it offset just a little bit. So it basically just gives it like a rhythm, like a feeling like it's moving, right? That's like what tremolo does essentially. And then added the strings, just a pad underneath everything. And then I played more guitar. So after the 3/4 feel was there, I added this guitar line, which was like a finger style guitar. So I was plucking it with my fingers. Sorry, that was the wrong track. So let me solo this. Here we go. Yeah, so that's the guitar. And then the other thing is I added a bass, and it was an upright bass. So it sounds really cheesy alone. So I had to add some EQ to it, and I put it way back in the mix so you could like barely hear it. But that's just the low end of the whole thing. It's just, if you hear the bass, if you solo it alone, it doesn't sound like moto bass, right? I'll solo and bring it up.
I love that bass right there. Sounds good.
So I took, upright bass on a synth sounds kind of cheesy sometimes. So I took a lot of the high end out just so you couldn't hear the cheesy part of it. And then the last thing I did, which I think Sean did something similar, is I added a little bit of a branding sound right here. You ready? Here we go. And it didn't play. What the hell happened? Hang on, sorry.
That branding sound was so subtle. I almost didn't hear it. That was such a subliminal move, man. Everyone's gonna buy it now.
Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, natural.
I felt so Charmin ultra soft when that part played.
Wait a second. Wait for it. Hang on. Yeah, natural.
That's dope. Nice drop.
All right.
I like it, bro.
That's a track.
I
Very
like
nice.
it, man. A lot. I like it a lot.
I like the composition. It kind of reminds me of man. His name is gonna elude me now. He's the he produced like Eternal Sunshine, and he did the album Late Registration with Kanye. That producer's
Brian Michaels. Is it Brian Michaels?
No, not Brian Michaels. John Bryan.
Yeah.
His production is he does really good scores. Yeah. That have those kind of guitars and those kind of movements, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of his music is 3/4 as well. I don't know, that just gave me his vibe. And I mean, honestly, like Eternal Sunshine, A Spotless Mind, in addition to being a great movie, that score is amazing. Jay Electronica's album off that he did off of that is pretty cool too. But I say all that to say that, Corey, that music that you did elicits that vibe to me in a very good way. So dope.
Yeah, and it's very kid friendly. I mean, the sounds that you chose to use are like perfect to bring the attention of a child if they're listening to that commercial. They will definitely look at the television or any media source if that music came on.
Absolutely.
I was gonna I didn't have enough time, but I was gonna like record a whole commercial for Alex too. Using only the most sustainable ingredients.
we whip our shea real hard. Whip it real hard.
Oh my goodness.
And if you look really closely, you can see the flick of the wrist.
All right.
So, that was dope though. I like it. I have one thing to say on that, man. I have one thing to say. I really feel like Corey, this is gonna sound like an insult if you don't take it the right way.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
No, let me just
everybody sat back like,
everybody just process this real quick. I think that this might be another area that you strive as well. Like you thrive in this area as well. Not strive, thrive in this area as well in scoring. Your score was dope, and then your score for this commercial, because you didn't have to worry about parameters and hooks and bars. And I think that you were just able to play and add your elements. And I think that this was way more comfortable for you. This felt real comfortable for you.
All right, I'll take that. That's a compliment. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Nice. Yeah, I don't really understand how that was supposed to sound insulting, but okay.
Because I'm like, yo, your scores are so great. Like, I know you make beats, but your scores are so. That's not how I meant it to sound.
Hey, buddy, stick to the scores.
Stick to the score.
All right, I'm gonna mute up.
Sean, let's
we'll play by
Sean Grimace.
I will play. I'll play it for you first. So I got the nice scene, nice barbershop scene one. So here we go. I'll play it and then explain how I broke it down. One more again. Okay. So, the idea for the video, I saw the barbershop. I was like, I want to bring in a little hip hop, boom bap to it, Can you guys hear me?
Yo,
and
fire.
Appreciate it. And I just wanted that, that boom bap feel to it. So I started with the drums. And where's my drums? Here we go. And, basic. Let me get it right here. That's the kick I use. Basic, snare, chopped it up. I did the velocity thing on the hi-hat, and I made sure I had a conversation with E about this too, about having the low velocities, make sure none of the numbers match. Where it's all different, it gives it a nice swing to it. And the bass was from it's an Ableton. Hold on, let me get it. But this is like a Ableton plugin, regular Ableton plugin bass that I use. It say Labs, but it's not from Labs. It's actually, Upright Sky. What's that? Synthetic bass. And then I added the a whirly. I didn't play that. I kind of cheated a little bit with ripcord, which is like a toolbox for chords. You know what I'm saying? You could do a lot, but it gave me a super dope vibe I was looking for, so I had to use it. So what I did was I took that and I layered it with this one as well. Where is it? This one. Why am I not hearing anything? I guess not. And then I went to Spitfire. I played this out. It's like a soft piano.
Wait, hold up real quick. That soft piano. Play that whole part though one more time. Just let it rock real quick.
Looking at that part.
Yeah.
Add a little spice, a little seasoning to it, so it won't be so flat. Give a little motion to it,
I see how you not only did you cascade down the notes, but you also increase the velocity. Did you do that?
Well, what I did was I played as much as I could,
right?
And then I added in, what my head was looking for. I added in, and I always believe when you do this, it's only natural to adjust your velocity. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're really playing, it's not going to be all high velocity when you do that anyway. So when I did the
right,
drop,
but I think it's interesting how you did the drop and you reversed the velocity. Like you could have increased them both, but you went opposite.
Yeah,
and it gave it an interesting vibe. That's very
interesting.
Because I noticed it the first time I listened to it, I was like, wait a minute, what did he just do there? Like, wait, what was that? Like I heard it the very first time. I was like, that caught me. I was like, what was that? Okay.
Yeah, I basically try to. I'm like an eyeball sometimes with stuff like that. I don't like to go the normal route.
Okay.
So if it's norm, I would try it the other way. The same thing, when we guys sample, I like to reverse it and all do that stuff.
Okay.
So I just brought that mentality to it.
That's dope, bro. All right. That's what's up. Okay. Continue on, sir.
And this sound I added at the end just to, close it out. Yeah. Little, that's what is that?
What are those
vibe wave? Yeah. It's a vibe. It's low, but it adds an element like, something feeling good. Like I try to put it in when he started rubbing the butter in his beard. So I wanted to add like a tingling feeling to it. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling. Like, yes, I feel it. I feel it working. So, that's why we'll add that in. And then the drop, I had to do the drop because, it wouldn't be hip hop without a drop. Yeah. So at the end of it, when
who did that? Who recorded that?
I did. I actually have my wife. That's my wife's voice.
Oh, wow.
So I just, slapped a little EQ on it, some echo. And that's what happened, So that's it. Magic.
Wow, bro. I love it. I love the fact you use ripcord too.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie.
So what about those drums, man? You're using MPC, or is that just all Ableton?
No, actually, I got this drums from, I believe I used the Illmind drum black kit and just one shots through the one shots in there.
And you have a MIDI controller you're playing that out? Okay.
Yeah, drum rack, the famous drum rack.
I don't even know what that is. Bro. What is that?
That is, hold on, let me get this out of here.
That's a controller or no?
Hold on. Shrink it.
It's where you house your individual drum sounds in Ableton.
Oh, okay.
It's like the equivalent of what the Reason has Korg and Redrum.
Yeah, Redrum.
I'm not sure what you have has, but yeah, it's like that.
So this is drum rack, and if you got P's MIDI controller, then this opens up for all of these pads. I got the MPC one, so it only allows me 8. And then I have to keep adjusting. But this is basically what it is. It's like you can literally put as many as ghost sounds for drums in here and play them and have it all in one area without moving around with your tracks getting lost. So it's
this
super
dot
dope.
matrix right here, Corey. My MIDI pad locks right into it exactly.
Yeah.
Right. It's a like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like an 8x or 4x4. It maps it out.
Maps it out. Yeah. So
it's pretty cool.
It's dope because you can either put one shots on here, or you can literally build a beat just with drum rack. If you wanted to, you could put your sample here, like old school, like working on an MP.
I'm lazy. I'll put all my drums on drum rack. Like you shouldn't put all your drums in one drum rack. Producers, if you use Ableton, you should spread them to different drum. Like here, Sean has put his drums on 3 different drum racks. I will put all my drums on one drum rack because I'm lazy. Because you want to EQ certain drums differently. You want to EQ your hi-hats differently than your kicks, your snares. But because I'm lazy, I put them all on the same drum rack.
Yeah.
And they all get the same EQ.
I mean, you could pretty much, I want to control the low end and the high end of, each drum sound. So I like to take some of the low ends out of the snares and the hi-hat on the one shots. So I like to separate them so I can take it out a little bit.
Do you find yourself transposing your drums a lot and changing the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do that a lot.
Yes. It's a headache sometimes though, because
really,
depending on what drum or what drum kit you get, certain drum kits got a swing, like a pitch swing on their kicks, and you really start to hear it when you playing with drum rack and you trying to isolate sounds and mix it down. You hear the dip, so that's a problem for me. Like I don't like dips in like pitch dips and stuff like that on the kicks and snares.
That's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Basically it.
Grimace again.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Again.
Well, thank you guys for your
Thank you.
contributions. This was very dope. This is really greatly appreciated.
Yeah, this week was fun, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed really what I like the most is just like being able to just do what I do. Like this is like my comfort zone. So for me, it was like, yo, you get to make music for a video. And then like it was challenging because it wasn't just like a regular video. It wasn't just like a regular, you know what I'm saying? It was something I've never scored before. So definitely dope. And it shows another dynamic of our team here, man. Like you really got the Avengers assembling for for separate individual projects right now. Like we all went to different parts of the world, but job got done. So I love it.
Job guys done.
Appreciate the opportunity, man.
So here we go. We got a new challenge coming up. E.
Yes. Yo.
E, tell us what's going on.
Let me go to the site and tell you all about this challenge. Because this challenge is like, I'm excited. If you ever hear me talk about making beats, you hear me say Cymatics like 90 times. I use Cymatics so much, man. I love Cymatics, and this is not they don't pay me. They should, but they don't. But Cymatics has a a very vast library of dope content. They have a lot of free stuff. They have a lot of dope paid loop kits. They have a lot of one shot sounds. You know, if you can build in your drum rack we were just talking about, or if you just throw it in. I use Simpler. A lot of my beats I program. I find a loop I like, and I'll drop it in the Simpler, and I'll just use my pads to program the beat through Simpler, just because I like the way they EQ the drums and the snares on the loop I already find. So a lot of times I use Simpler. If you're an Ableton user, you know what I'm talking about. It chops it up for you.
Yes.
So I use that 90% of the time to program my beats. But they have a loop kit contest. I'm actually pulling up the contest information right now. So bear with me just a second here. Boom, boom, boom. So this one is for Zodiac.
You're not showing
this one?
Sharing your screen right now.
Oh, no, I am not. You are right, sir. Thank you for that.
Anytime.
So if you can see this right here, this is for Zodiac. And this is basically you go to cymatics.fm and it's a remix contest.
So they made sample packs in the style of and name kind of like branded them by signs. Is that what the deal is? Okay.
Yeah.
So they had 12 different signs like Pisces and Aries and all that.
So kind of, not really, but yeah, like they do, but they don't at the same time. One second, I'm trying to find the actual contest. Here it is. This is the contest right here. So I'm gonna play real quick. Now this is somebody else. No, actually this is not. This is the Melody Connection.
Baby, so crazy, so crazy. Visions in my head be like crazy, always crazy, crazy, crazy. Whoa, 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 baby, baby, so crazy, so crazy.
All right, so that's the demo, right? And that's just displaying like the sounds and stuff that you get with Zodiac. First of all, the downloaded is a beta pack and it's dope. It's got a lot of sounds. If you ever use Cymatics, it's all, you see this spot right here, it says free downloads. They have tons of free downloads and it's like royalty free. You know what I'm saying? All you can't do is like re-put the stems back together and put out as your own. But you can chop it up, you can flip it however you want. And it's dope, and they have a lot of quality sounds. Like a lot of these loop kits you hear, they don't have quality sounds. They have really, really quality work. So the contest began January 28th. The submission deadline is March 12th. So we're going to enter for that for next week because next week will be the 1st. So we won't have much time. So that's going to be what we were working on for the next challenge.
Can you play some of those samples there that they have right there? Are those part of the beat pack?
Yeah, let me just break this down real quick, and then I'll jump back up here too. So the submission deadline is March 12th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So at noon Eastern time on March 12th is due. And then the winner is announced on the 19th. The winner, this is what really made me want to jump in here with you guys. The winner gets a MacBook Pro. It gets a Prophet 6 synthesizer and $1,000 cash, the UA Apollo Twin X Duo, and then it also gets the Cymatics plugin bundle. Now, I use these two. Vortex and Diablo are ridiculously crazy. They help. So Vortex beefs up your sub, and Diablo beefs up your actual drums. Your drum sounds individually. And then the Vortex helps you, like if you want a certain sub sound, when you're making a track or you want to beef up your sub, but you don't want it to like peak your speakers, Vortex does that. And then Isotope Production Suite, oh my goodness. So if you ever watched the video when I've done Isotope, I use Nectar 3. All of these things with Isotope are like different effects, and they help you do so much dope stuff. And then the XLN audio plugin. I know that Grimace, he uses the RC20
and Drum Shaper. I use the
and a Drum Shaper a lot. So those things he come with it, and then you get the Cable Guys plugin bundle. I've never worked with any of this right here, but I've used Halftime. I've never worked with any of these other things, but I've used Halftime. And then you get the JST Black Friday bundle. And then you get a 2 terabyte drive with all the Cymatics sounds, all the Cymatics packs, paid and free. And then you get the full version of Zodiacs. This drops on March 5th. So this is what you were talking about when you get the Zodiac, Equinox, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio. This is kind of where that's broken down. But I don't know if they go through the whole Zodiac, but these are the ones that you see here. So again, all royalty free. And just dope, super dope. Now I'm gonna go back up here to these chops they have. So these are little clips they have here. So I'm gonna play these.
Freddie Gibbs stuff all day, man.
So those are some of the sounds, right? Now you actually get to sample, like you can sample these loops, you can chop these loops, you can use these loops, you can do what you want. The goal is to make it the dopest beat possible. And right here it says, the beta pack has received a ton of hype from the community, so we want to see who can make the dopest beats. Sorry, I'm using dope, I'm paraphrasing. Who can make the best beat with it? Keep in mind, this is primarily a hip hop and R&B contest, so try to keep your submission tracks in those particular genres. So get on it, man. If you are a producer and you watch this, you have until March 12th at noon to submit for this. You win a ton of stuff, man. Like a ton of stuff. Like
that's the most ridiculous list of prizes.
Listen,
I mean, that's all just for one person.
Bro, put this all together, it's well over $6,000 worth of stuff.
Oh, that's about really,
you know what I'm saying?
10.
And then if you look at the value on what you're getting, like you're getting a lot of value on all these things. Like, dude, come on, man. Yeah, we're way over. Almost $10,000 worth of stuff that they're giving to one person, not people. One person, and it's only one beat that wins. Not and it's chosen by overall beat quality, not votes. So they pick the winner, and then one person gets all these things.
Wow.
So yeah, man, I'm just like, yo, dude,
and
it's crazy.
I just registered to be able to download that, and they have all the free packs too.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
listen,
there's like
let me show you the free
packs.
I'm gonna show the free packs because this is, again, when you hear me say Cymatics and I'm using the Cymatics loop kit, every week I'm using something from Cymatics. Like 90% of my drum sounds come from Cymatics. Like Cymatics is really, really dope, and they have really quality stuff. These are all free kits you can just download and incorporate into your beats and use. I don't really use loops, but some people do. And you can use them royalty free as long as you don't put together the track like they had it and try to sell it at yourself. I just chop up just the drum sounds mostly, but look at all of these joints that are for free, man. I mean, I'm not gonna count them, but it's at least 25 based on what I need.
Oh yeah.
If you go in here, And then they have some paid joints too, and those are even like more ridiculous. So definitely it's the Zodiac, Cymatics, Ultimate Beat Challenge, and you can win up to like $10,000 worth of stuff. So get in here, get your sound packs. Even if you're not going to enter, you got thousands of free samples, presets, and stuff to get your production game popping with. So I think you should definitely jump in, even if you just go on the website to get the files, man. It's worth it. So they don't pay me to say it, but I love their work. I love their, the stuff they have, and I use it every week. So I'm more than willing to share that with you guys.
Appreciate it.
This is crazy. So we have to make a beat using the Zodiac beta pack, and that's what we're showing next week.
We don't have to show it next week, but that's what we're gonna do. We don't particularly have to show our beat because it's not due to the 12th, but that's gonna be what we're working on for the next week. We can also do another challenge if everybody's down. I'm personally down to do another challenge as well, but just like something random. Not particularly something we spin a wheel for, just something that, is any beat. Like any beat, we can just throw out an idea. It's something simple, but I want to spend a lot of time winning this contest. So
that's a nice treasure there, man.
Yeah, I want to spend a lot of time winning this contest, so I don't want to really boggle my brain with too much.
Yeah, let's stick to this. Let's.
But we can. If you want to share your progress, you definitely can. I personally don't want to share my beat until I submit it over to them.
Okay.
Because that gives somebody another week and a half to duplicate what we did.
Yeah.
So. And we're gonna break the beats down. So it's like
I'm gonna use his melody, his drums.
Yeah, and I plan on freaking this deliver crazy. So I'm excited just to be on the Cymatics radar for me is the prize, because I've been using their stuff since I've been back in production for almost a year. So I have no problem with that.
If you get that MacBook, then you'll be part of Logic Gang with me.
Oh,
no,
man.
I won't. I'll be back on Ableton. I'm gonna be on Ableton, man. I'm not going to Logic. No.
Join the dark side.
Oh man, I am the dark side. But listen, this week was dope, man. Everybody came with some really dope stuff.
Guys,
I'm excited.
thank you so much.
I love it.
Guys, we really appreciate your hard work.
Oh, we know you do because you're gonna pay us, right?
Lots of money.
Oh,
Word,
I gotta
pay and Shay. Pay
and Shay. Yes.
Pay and Shay.
That's gonna be our T-shirt.
Pay and Shay.
Yes.
Real quick, I got a quick shout out.
Yo, Elbow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dope interview.
Marcus.
Dope. Super
So,
very dope interview.
As you know, we do we interview dope producers, and this is episode 2, just dropped 2 days ago. So if you haven't seen it yet, go on the 3 Beats Later YouTube channel and check out our series called Very Dope Producers. The first interview that we had was with the Kit Complete. So there's a playlist that you can check out, and we got another one dropping pretty soon. But Marcus sat down with me. He's a very dope producer. He's based out of Houston. He actually has a live stream on every Saturday, and it is really, really fun. He has a lot of producers and kind of get on, and the chat is live. But his whole thing is he's an educator. He's kind of made beats his whole life. Was a DJ. He kind of gives us like a whole background of how he started making music, and now his focus is on iOS production. So he goes through and shows like the new apps that are coming out. I learned about him when I was kind of learning how to play with Beatmaker 3. So we talk a little bit about Beatmaker 3, and we talk about a lot of other stuff. So if you haven't watched it, watch it, check it out. And big shout out to Marcus for spending some time with me, because he had a lot to share, a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, he definitely shared some dope energy. I mean, you got went for on camera for like 48 minutes. I heard you say it was more than that off camera. So and the information he was dropping was just super dope. Like I love the fact that he was able to share some of the information that he did, but also not be like withholding. You know what I'm saying? He was dropping some real to the core mistakes he made, things he learned along the way, like stuff a lot of people don't share. So kudos to Marcus Elbow for not being held back and trying, helping people evolve and dropping tips on what not to do, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't know yet, go check out his channel. There's a link in the description of the video. He has a lot of tutorials too about producing music on different apps. So check him out. Really, really cool stuff. All right.
Word out. Listen, man, it's been a dope week, man. I'm excited.
Super dope.
We might come out with it. We might have a challenge, man. We might talk on the back channels. Once P gets back on Earth, we might have a beat for y'all next week. I'm probably gonna have a beat. Just not with the within the challenge realm, but I'm gonna challenge myself to make something unique for y'all. I might do a whole backwards beat. I might do something like that. But yeah, definitely.
It's funny you say that. I have one of those.
No, let's do it. I'm down. I'm 100% down. But yeah, man, get in with the challenge if you're a producer. If you're not a producer, find something to help you create. Find something to get you back on track with who you are. Right now, we are in an interesting time. Find something that makes you feel like you, right? Only you know what that is. And if somebody tells you shouldn't do it, cancel them. Because you really got to stick to what you know about yourself, and you got to find ways to evolve and create the life that you want to live. So I will definitely say, like, it's best if you do what that means for you. So find something that makes you feel real inspired, real motivated. Do it until you can't do it anymore. So that's my piece for the week. 3 beats later, man. We're not changing the name, even though we have 4 beats. Still. But definitely, guys, any last words, y'all?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys for real. And also shout out Yaya.
Yes. Now, so, and one last thing, P.
What's up?
Cut the check. Have a good week, everybody. See you next week.
Yes, sir. Stay motivated.